Hello everybody, welcome. Let's do this quick, folks. You guys see all this mess, but hey, we're doing it a different way today. Well, for you guys do enjoy the stream as normal. Welcome to Leeds Rhinos versus Wigan Warriors. Hopefully it'll be a good game. Hopefully it's not one-sided and one team gets a hammering.
Smith and the Leeds Rhinos are waiting. They are back at their Headingley home and with the playoffs still a possibility. What can the Leeds Rhinos now offer up against one of the competition's front runners?
This is the Leeds Rhinos team for you guys. It will also be down at the bottom of your screen throughout the entire game as well for both. And then you got the Wigan, and then you got the Wigan Warriors lineup. Everything else. If you guys want to keep asking, don't keep asking me who's playing and who's that. Just keep watching the screen at the bottom and you can read them all then. Haha.
Here come the Leeds Rhinos, Jamwinga. You need to see what from Leeds. You expect to see what from
So who's captain today? Who ran them out?
really compete with Wigan in the middle of the field. For Wigan, just play how you play. It's all there for them.
So who was captain then?
I think Wigan are going to take the win tonight.
Oh, we'll say it's Hicks. It's not a failure, the one that you always go on.
Let's get straight over to our commentary team for the kick-off in Game 2 of our very special doubleheader here on Sky Sports. Stanley Brye, Barry McDermott, Phil Clark, and we'll say good evening to Bill Arthur. Thanks, Brian.
Why? Because they are base. Because they are base. Ah, but you say Leeds because they're from Leeds.
Spent 35 days renovating the playing surface and they have done a great job. It's a surface that will be fast and slick, which is good news for the visitors Wigan, who are the competition's leading points and try scorers. And in Mercer's French and Field have two of Super League's most lethal finishers. Before we go any further, the two sides show their support for Rugby League's Tackle It campaign against discrimination in all.
Oh, great. I've now seen the referee that you were on about. He looks like a right old dick.
In red hot form, about to get us underway, and Leeds facing a side that's hammered whole 60.
There we go, on the way, folks. Oh, it'll be a good game.
Well, they've got to focus on an 80-minute performance against
Yeah, just got underway. But don't forget, I'm on Now TV, which is behind Sky.
Intensity is the key. Intensity in attack and defence, and defend with aggression as well. Speaking to Rowan Smith before the game, he's really excited, looking forward to the challenge. He was proud of his players in defeat last week. Let's see what his feelings are at the end of this game.
First Warrington, world boxer.
Just evidence of their injury problems going into this game, which have hampered them right up to this afternoon by the sound of things. Rowan Smith having to make late decisions. They are on their 10th half
And
pairing of the
have you
season,
heard
which
that
is a
Tyson?
pretty incredible
Have you?
stat. There's the first touch of the
Have you heard?
end for,
Tyson Fury, Morecambe.
a Leeds tactic. Keep him wrapped up like that.
That's the best they can hope for, isn't it? I mean, in a nutshell, rugby league comes down
But
to
oh,
get and contain. You've got to get
yeah, but also he's now become a sponsorship to Morecambe Football Club.
If Leeds' biggest problem last week and for many matches this season is the inability to contain.
No, it's himself.
In their own half in possession.
He's basically put himself up as a sponsor, but it's basically he's gonna get so his sponsors can go on in the ground and all the money's going to the club, not him.
Less time Jayfield has to think about where he's going to run. So high, hanging, with a good kick chase on the back of it will be good.
And
for
he,
Leeds.
yeah, and you can tell he's passionate about the club because he, even while saying it, he was wearing the new shirt.
Underneath that high kick for the Leeds Rhinos. Back at home for the first time since May the 20th. A good home record.
Because you can tell he cares more about it, about Morecambe than he does about United, and that's what I like. Care about the lowers. We don't care about the big boys.
Side second in the table.
Yeah,
It's always a good
but
atmosphere here ahead of the
yeah,
walked
but
past the south stand.
a lot of his work that he does out of that is with Morecambe a lot of the time.
From Ash Hamlet, but the Headingley faithful will be needed and required if they're going to lift these set of players.
They can only do so much, can the South Standers. Here's Reece Martin, that's the 5th tackle as he's bundled to the ground. Jared O'Connor in there, just celebrated his 21st birthday, by all accounts, very quietly. And Myler with the kick, it's a good one. They'll need more of those, and Marshall regains the ball and then turns.
Says here, retired heavyweight boxer Tyson Fury is to sponsor Morecambe shorts.
To restrict those meters that Phil was talking about.
And he's been given a shirt with his nickname on the back, Gypsy King.
Here is Jake Bibby now back in the centres for the last couple of games, Bibby. Now then, the danger man, Bevan French, you can be sure that they will try not to be allowing him any room to manoeuvre. Harry Smith launches the kick downfield. Sorry, Phil.
Kicking earlier in the tackle code. I think Wigan have done that several times last week. They'll do it on many occasions here. They're prepared to
Is he even going to be on the club board? Is Tyson Fury?
From Sam Powell.
So he's even going into that now because he's not boxing much anymore, so he thinks he'll do other things.
He's going to return the ball. He's going to try and do his best at the back to marshal his troops as the fullback. Look at this. Have a bit of that, son.
He wants to give away tickets for free. I'll go. What's you gonna boxing?
42 points.
Have a.
Left in April to rejoin the Rhinos.
Oh no. Yeah, that now you can definitely tell he's gonna make sure Wigan wins.
40-metre line.
Could you-
Here is O'Connor. Darting run
But why does he?
from him. Been in for the last 11 games. Now then, Donaldson, that's a good
Here we go. Who do you guys think is gonna win? We've had one vote, 100%. Wigan Warriors.
Here is Bentley. Bentley gives himself up because he and Marley got in a bit of a tangle. That's the 4th tackle. Jared O'Connor. He's Bodie Thompson. He comes to a lead.
Oh, here they go. Here they go. Here they go.
Reece Martin.
Ah.
Martin cut down 10 metres out. That's the 5th tackle. Myler poised to make the kick.
Oh, that's a good kick. Go on. Go on. Oh, try. I won't say anything yet, folks, because we haven't got the official confirmation. Who do you guys think is going to win? 50-50.
Video referee to match director. There was a on-field decision of try and tackle.
So have that, Wigan Warriors.
Onside, offside of the kick. Through to the grounding.
I have to say have that Wigan Warriors because I'm streaming.
Let's see what happens here. Okay, so they stay out. So something close in on this contest.
You won't say that to Wigan Athletic because they're not pie eaters because they're not in the and they're better.
So who gets a hand to that? Have we got another angle on that?
Oh, so they want to see who gets a hand to it first.
Nice and slow, please.
The Wigan player gets to it first. If you don't give it, and he comes off his leg. Don't forget.
Okay, so
And
who gets
don't forget it come off his leg.
Wigan.
Don't forget about that. It came off his leg.
Yes, please. Keep that going, keep that going. Okay, that is off Wigan. If it does touch Leeds, it goes back. So that's play on at this point. We have a live decision of a try. It's caught by Sutcliffe. We're going through to the ground in now, please. So it's caught by Sutcliffe here.
You glad he's not there?
At this point. pissing all about Blanders.
Because you know you might lose if he goes.
James.
Oh! How about 2 like those eggs? First try of the game, how do you like those eggs? And are they going to put the toast on top of the egg? For egg on toast, let's go to conversion.
By the half by Richie Myler into the path of one of the best aerial wingers in Super League, David Fossatua. And there's a genuine contest between Fossatua and Liam Marshall.
Can't swear on this.
There's a little bit of a push and a shove around the ball.
I'm not getting in trouble.
Comes out and Liam Sutcliffe is right on the
Go! And he's got it. And that is the toast on top of the egg.
With the conversion.
That's much better.
And that is exactly what Leeds would have dreamt of. But the underdogs going into this game.
By winning the territorial battle, they give themselves a chance to put an accurate, dangerous kick in. They played a bit more rugby too. There was better ball movement in the first 5 minutes of this game than in most of the
No.
far more positive.
Thank you very much.
To get the first score there for Liam
To of you that have liked the stream, thank you very much. Hope you have a good time and hope you enjoy it.
this afternoon.
Ever dependable Liam Sutcliffe, who actually missed the defeat in Toulouse last time out. Probably a blessing for him. It's a great.
I got 1.2k on Chelsea was on drawing to Charlotte FC last night.
I certainly do. I'm sitting in the away dugout speaking to Matt Peter ahead of this game.
Maybe.
asked him
I
what
don't
his
know.
test tonight would be. He said playing here at Headingley and the atmosphere. I can tell you after that Liam Sutcliffe try, the crowd is exceptionally loud and the atmosphere is
The exit.
It really feels
Pe-
like a playoff
people will watch you.
Sitting up above the south stand.
That's not going to happen at any stretch.
The crowd can only do so much to lift and inspire the team. Well, might be the referee. Oh!
You lucky bastard. The last time someone subscribed to the channel was 3 days ago.
If decisions aren't going the way of the home side, that was an easy one for Liam Morton.
And I wasn't even streaming 3 days ago.
Smith going without the ball.
And this gives Wigan an attacking scrum, and you've got to imagine with players like Field and French, this is the perfect opportunity to show just what they can do here with the pace. More gaps in the defence, from one defender to another. And these fans in this stand here now are just hoping from this first set play. These teams
Let's put another poll on for you guys.
For Wigan in the game, really. 7.5 minutes gone. Kate Cust, it is in possession. A fine debut season with the Warriors. Ethan Havard, 21 years of age, just making his second start of the season. Havard. Sam Powell, they're about 20 metres out as Liam Byrne drives the ball in. He has been so reliant and so consistent this season as the Irish international. Harry Smith, when it comes to Farrell, as he favours, cuts back in towards those posts. Only about 5 or 6 metres away now from that Leeds line. Powell. Here it comes, the ball out wide, and it.
Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to like, sub, and subscribe if you are new.
Of the night for Wigan. First opportunity for them, and the pass wasn't what Bevan French was hoping for.
Well, Leeds might need some luck to win tonight, and there's a first chance here. There was space. Nobody stood in front of Bevan French, and the pass went to him.
How on earth did he absolutely bottle that?
Team players well 2 weeks in a row. Wigan were red hot last week, but every ball into his hands stuck, and he managed to convert it.
How did French bottle that after scoring 7 tries the last time out?
Kate Cust, I think it was, just dipping down by his toes. Fussy too, and there's a gasp from the crowd as that one almost went horribly wrong.
Good agility, wasn't it, from the big man? He's having to reach back half a metre, 2 hands on the ball. The back 5 from the Rhinos will need to do some work. That's great.
Oh, that's a run and a half. That's a run and a half. Run and a half. Oh, you jammy git.
Up to the 40-metre line in Wigan territory, and they are rolling forward. Can they capitalise on that? Harry Newman gets the pass away. Here goes Cameron Smith. And Smith
That guy looks like some unit.
to the ground, 25 metres out. Set restart signalled by the referee.
Oh my God, he's running through. He's running through them all. Oh, I thought he was going to do it.
Inside the 10 now. O'Connor, who started Doodle.
That is a try and a half. Jeez. He took.
What a start this is from the Rhinos.
He took him for a bath. He's took him for a bath, and that try is the water.
Who's had a turbulent season. But he gets his 4th of the season. But take your hat off to that man just going out of the shot there. Jared O'Connor. What a
Or if you guys want to know, they've just sent him for a bath. We just got to try. That is the water, and they've now just been sunk.
Looking for somebody to pass to sensibly. Takes the tackle. What a line here from a player who's had his critics already in the blue and amber shirt, but he's
They've basically they've been sunk 10 leagues under the sea, because it's now 10-0.
compromising lines. Inside shoulders, and as you can see there, Jake Bibby didn't account for the hard running back rower, but a great start for the Rhinos.
Some brilliant play by Leeds. Probably for me the standard, and there was some great aspects.
But still a conversion to come.
Jamwinga there. He's been playing as a fullback for a long time now. It's a different sort of pass required, different eyes and closeness to the defender to delay that ball and put it in the palms of Bentley. 2 more points on the board. It's a brilliant opening 10 minutes, 11 minutes here there for Owen Smith and Co.
It sounds like they got a player on the bench doing another job.
He's holding it in 2 hands. He's waiting for the right second, the exact point in time where the run and the ball can meet. Even though the referee
The player's supposed to be on the bench, not doing another job. He's supposed to be on the bench, ready to come on.
His problems this season is James Bentley. He's missed 8 games through suspension. But that is what Leeds supporters.
The guy should not be giving the tea all the time. He should be busy, just be sitting on the bench waiting to come on.
often tops the tackle count, works hard for marker.
And from what you said, that's Sinfield's son.
He can do the better.
Now then, Wigan. That's given them
Fighting. Bye, Wigan. Willie's Rhinos.
You're right with the Wigan side. They're not as dominant, haven't been as good away from home. In fact, if you look at it, there's about on average a 21 point difference. Wigan don't score as many and concede more when they're away from home. Leeds have got a great chance here now. The 12-point start, 12 minutes gone.
This is a big set to 6 for the Rhinos. You've got to hold out Wigan. On the previous occasion, it was.
Why can't you?
A pass loose and it ended up hitting the floor. Bevan French fumbled it. They've got to defend this one.
Fields spragged to the ground.
Surprisingly, you're not doing the one that I need to have to keep the record up. Ash Hangley, score a try, please.
Roughy pass and Willie Isa has to rescue the situation. Ironic cheers from the Leeds supporters as Wigan in a bit of disarray there. Here is Ethan Havard, so the direct approach from the Bulgarian-born front rower, Ethan Havard.
got to do that.
Sam Powell on his shoulder.
Game on.
Smithers will play this ball just about 2 or 3
You check.
metres away.
You're checking on the darts or something.
Piers Paul, he is stopped just short. But the lanky second rower couldn't quite make the line. It's Fields' pass, and Harry Smith on the last kicks across the field, and Meyer is there to gather the ball.
Come on.
And diffuse the situation.
So guys, put your question in the chat, like, sub and subscribe if you are new to the channel.
I could see what Harry Smith was trying to do. Not kick the ball to David Fuster on the wing, but in effect he didn't put enough weight on it.
So we got 2 votes. Who do you guys support? 100% Leeds Rhinos.
That was a lucky break. Bentley playing the ball. Wigan fans
But like you say,
feeling for the knock-on.
you said these referees don't like Leeds.
Well, it's an offload. There's nothing wrong with it.
He's Myler.
It's not the right time and it's not a great decision, but at the end of the day, they pick the ball up and complete the latest set of 6.
Myler skims across.
Hey, it skimmed off of. Hey, robbing it.
Bamboozles Field and sends the ball backwards.
Ah, so apparently it's gone backwards.
Given a penalty away
Good evening, I'm at the match. Oh, hello! It's hello.
Of the Wigan team, but as this ball bounces, he has a grab at that, and then it hits the floor.
And that's the referee who doesn't like Leeds.
I'd like to see it again. I mean, I do think we have a
And
tendency-
and Wigan have got a penalty from it.
Not even when it goes backwards.
Leeds have got a penalty, and from that is, if they get anything from this, it's a disgrace.
Can Wigan capitalise on that? Here is
And then they give a penalty to Wigan, which is a bit harsh. For that,
struggling to get to his
did it went back with my arse.
I haven't heard the South Stand. It's such good voice this season. Mind you, we haven't been here for a while.
No,
We've been
62
doing the
days.
pitch.
62 days it's been since a home game for the Rhinos, but there's a real...
Jesus, 62 days since the last home game. Wow, that's a long time.
He's definitely seeping back.
Meanwhile, it's the visitors charging forward. Byrne with the offload. Kai Pearce-Paul does well there. Jay Field picks it up. Field's back.
No, that's Robin. And to make it even worse, it's the instigator of it all that scores. Bevan French shite.
And you trace it back to that contested penalty.
So basically, the guy who should have given Leeds a penalty has gone on and scored. So that makes it even more controversial. Makes it even worse on the ref.
Last week in the massacre of Hull FC, it's the first time of the night, the first try of the night.
Haha, the same referee's a wanker. Too right.
And here we see the penalty holding down facial from Harry Newman. He's got to control his aggression. He's a great player,
But what?
that hasn't helped his team here. And now as Wigan go wide, they've got numbers and they're prepared to take a risk. It's a flick out the back. Kai Pearce-Paul.
But what makes it even worse, that it has to be the person who caused all the commotion to be the one to score it, that makes it even worse on the ref.
Bevan French and Jay Field's going to score many points between now and possibly the grand final. That's what the Wigan fans have all.
A guy who's watching my stream, who's actually at the game himself, saying that is not a pass back in a million years.
First try for Bevan French. A slow start for the Warriors.
He agrees with you.
They're on the board.
Played under an
If you're watching, if anyone wants to put any clarification, do you guys think that Leeds have had a penalty and Wigan should not have scored the try?
Hull FC,
Put your opinions down and then let me know in the chat.
who has been in good goal.
Because it's very controversial, because that could be the difference between if this game completely changes the course of the game. And if it does, then the referees have got a lot to say about it.
Kicked 8 against Hull last time out. He's on target with his first, and Wigan hit back. Leeds 12, Wigan 6.
Wigan are now back in it. It is now 6-12.
Tries Bevan French leading.
He has...
Charles Kensio, Tommy Makin,
I put the ref's a dick.
Shanley, all making up the top 5. But it's the first time Wigan have been down there, managed to hold on to the ball. It was a scruffy offload from Liam Byrne, but Wigan's reaction was absolutely top class.
So that try should never have happened. And it's the referee's fault for that.
Sees the ball, Liam Byrne, and he's met by some rugged defence from the Leeds Rhinos. Let's go back to the sideline. More from Jenna.
Yeah, Bill, just an interesting start for you. Since Wigan won the Cup at Tottenham in May, they've returned to Super League with an absolute vengeance, scoring 226 points at an average of 38 per game.
So guys, keep putting your questions in, like, sub and subscribe if you are new, and I'll answer as many questions as I can.
First team to score 100 Super League tries in 2022.
Thanks, Jenna. There's more to come, no doubt, from the Warriors in this Super League season. Second in the table at the moment, 4 points behind the leaders, St Helens. Here's Havard.
And that's trouble, isn't it, for Leeds, with the ease with which Wigan have made almost 80 metres.
And they're threatening now. Harry Smith. Oh, the ball comes
That's just weird how the referee gave a team a penalty for something that and the team that he gave the penalty for did. It's a bit harsh.
The pass hasn't stuck, or the pass hasn't been good.
Yeah, you can see, can't you? He's got a short option, he's got an option out the back, and it just collapsed.
They definitely got robbed.
Number of mistakes down at that end of the field for Wigan now. We make it 3.
But hopefully Leeds can get a couple more tries in them, and you never know what can happen.
Would be too many for Matt Pete.
20 minutes coming up to the end of the first quarter of this contest, which has been a really lively one. Wigan coach
I bet you in the studio they will say exactly the same thing as you. That should never have been a try.
Mampet's players.
That referee needs looking at.
Myler now.
Because
Walensky.
Because what happens,
20 games, which
and this is not me jinxing, but it's just because of what's happened, what happens if you go on and lose this game by
position.
like a try? Then that try meant that try is won the game.
Hoist the kick, putting Marshall under pressure. Marshall
Then the one to blame for it would be the ref would be under very big scrutiny because of it. So yeah, you hope that doesn't happen.
Ends up with it on the last tackle.
But
Richie Miley decided
if you keep playing the way you are, you win.
Because I think his mentality as a fullback is to run. His mentality needs to change in the role that he's in, playing number 6.
I think the quality of Leeds kicks as they start to tire now in the next 20 minutes will be a test really for them. They were
Just get to half time in front, then you can sort everything out.
the kicking accuracy falls.
What about this point Ian Proctor made before the game? This is the 10th half-back pairing of the season for Leeds.
Yeah, you want synchronised thinking in all your key players. You want 6, 7 and 9, and that's virtually impossible if it's a new player each and every week. You can't form those habits and bonds. And
Well, of course, the Caesar-Austin combination would be the optimum, but that's hardly happened. And it's Wigan who are on the attack field. Here is Jake Bibby, and Bibby is brought down by Bentley about 10 metres out. That's the 5th tackle. It's Cade Cust who kicks cross field and look for Kai Pearce-Paul, who backs the ball back, but it's gobbled up by Leeds, who are more alert to the loose ball.
We don't often talk about
Hopefully, just keep your fingers crossed.
moving far quicker now.
You never know if you can get into it at half time, you might go on and win it.
In fact, so many of the Leeds players now stationary at this play. Do they have the energy here, the intensity to match Wigan in the second quarter of this match?
Well, they've got the ball. It's with Hardacre.
I was talking to Rich Hunwicks before the game. Of course, the Rhinos in Toulouse, the game was pushing up towards 40 degrees. So the rest, recovery, the way that they've rehabbed the players has been crucial this week.
Myler. Big boot from Myler, but straight into the arms of Jay Field, and it's Marshall who loops round.
So the new player that has signed for Warrington Wolves is from Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs.
Jake Bibby, and they're going to get closer.
They're buying everyone from the NRL.
Rhinos caught offside.
Big Mikolai on 22 minutes. He's one of a couple of players that haven't made it back the full 10 metres. Referee Liam Moore blows his whistle. And Phil's right, it's energy zapping to be defending your own line over and over again. And that territorial advantage they had in the first 10 minutes is virtually gone now.
Here is Cade Ellis off the bench for the Wigan Warriors, playing the ball. Harry Smith, Ethan Havards, just inside that Leeds 10. Cade Cust to Harry Smith, Fields, trying to run-foot the Leeds defence. But Liam Sutcliffe was able to read that, made the tackle, and here is Farrell now. Farrell, Cade Cust, and it comes to Willie Isa.
Oh, you lucky thing, lucky Wigan.
Pearce-Paul picks it up, is looking to keep it going, but he's smothered. It's Hanley who made the tackle. That's the 5th tackle. Bang in front of those posts. 10 metres out as Sam Powell fires the pass to Harry Smith. On it comes to Cust, and it's into...
Go on! Go on! Hey, is record going to be staying? No, because of that git. That's the only player that could keep up with him, and that would be the only one that would have done it. If it was anyone else, he would have not been caught.
Well, Jay Field is an outstanding player in attack and defence. When Ash Hanley takes the gamble, puts himself in the attacking line, ends up with the ball, you think that's it. It's a try for sure. But the competitive spirit, the will, the desire of Jay Field gets him there, and ultimately the speed is enough.
Well, you want drama and excitement in a Super League game. We've certainly had that in the opening. Let's look at Wigan going hard in the middle.
It's Liam Farrell. Remember, Jayfield did that to Liam Tyndall when Wigan played at the DW Stadium, and the kick from Harry Smith. Bevan French looking to get underneath it. Hanley has missed it. He's got it at the second attempt. Seesaw contest.
It's just typical. Why is it always bad luck to Chelsea? It's always bad luck to us.
There he is, diffusing a threatening situation on his own try line.
That's all we need.
272 games for the Wire, and now he's a Warrior.
There's Cooper involved.
Very good defence as well involved.
Chelsea, you should stop going and searching for players. We should just give up, wait for the new season, and get new players in January.
Liam Sutcliffe with a big hand off, but Wigan come back at him. Mike Cooper,
Because I'm just getting sick of the same sentence all the time.
So he's with them. He's going to be with them next season, but he's joined for the rest of this. The ball sits up for Bevan French. That is ominous.
Well, that was terrific defence from the Warriors. Just 19 metres Leeds managed to make with the ball. And when he returns, Bevan French, he gets right over the halfway line.
12-6 the scoreline. Leeds opening up a 12-0 lead. Oh, Cooper's put the ball down.
That's a knock on. Well done.
Mike Cooper, Bodine Thompson, former Warrington teammates. I wonder what was said after the ball was dropped. Here's that break. Wonderful.
Sangari.
Stuff from
Sangari.
uses the angles perfectly, and you can see maybe a metre or two before.
And that's
he
good.
gets tackled. He does a little goose step at Shanley because he knows.
Jeez.
I'm in the mousetrap here.
I bet.
Great, even on the next play,
Yeah.
then the rest of the Jayfield teammates got back to help save that play as the ball went wide to the right.
Leeds not afraid to give it some air, then they get the penalty.
Harry Smith on that occasion offside. My word, they needed that, didn't they, Leeds? They've spent the last 10 minutes as we look to our right, trying to get away from their own zone.
It's been a blistering first
Chelsea, do no more signings. Wait until January because this is now getting annoying.
new pitch. And here's Bentley. Just in a bit of try scoring form. He got a magic try at magic, I should say. It was a magic try probably against the Casablanca Tigers at St James's Park. That seems a distant memory now. Here is Jared O'Connor. O'Connor humming and hawing, wondering.
He needs a clear call that close to the line, doesn't he?
Donaldson.
Oh, if that was... Oh, nearly.
Napping to the Cumbrian. Leeds looking to extend their lead. O'Connor gets the...
Oh, what a try. He turned him like a ballerina with a mini skirt.
Leeds can take it. They can dish it out as
And his name is Reece Martin. Because he's just basically given him a pirouette. Try. 16-6.
Well, full credit to Gerald O'Connor playing at 9. His selection, his decision to give it short, knowing that Reece Martin was one-on-one with Kai Pearce-Paul. Was critical of Reece Martin when he kicked the ball after that Shanley break. I didn't think we needed that, but that was great. Unbelievable stuff here. Rowan Smith getting the messages down, saying we'll take that 16-6, half an hour after 10 minutes of pressure on our own line.
Over 500 points.
Martin will look to convert his own
That
try.
guy's mad.
53 goals to his name now this season. And
Yeah, I think it's already... Yeah, I've seen it.
Wigan on the back of their try, of Bevan French's try, they were going to have a turn at dominating proceedings.
Oh, what a kick.
Leeds have struck back. Martin converts. 18-6 we are at Headingley.
Well, for a team like Leeds,
I bet you're going to get annoyed about what I'm about to tell you.
for try scorers,
You'll be annoyed like I am.
will do.
Jules Koundé wants to wait for Barcelona.
Cover from that stage.
Third player that we've been wanting to get that has said that.
Into the try scoring situation.
We're getting done over by every Tom, Dick, and Harry in the world, in the footballing world. That's what I've said. That's what I've said to that's what I've said. Chelsea, stop signing players. Wait until January, and we'll do it then. Because then no one can nick it from us. What we want to go for. So I'm just getting sick of it.
Putting lines on it, getting stud marks on it.
There's got to be coming to the point where Barcelona got to be looked at UEFA. Or I'll file a complaint myself. Oh, and there's a scrap. Get me on there. I'll throw a punch. I'll do it with my left boot.
They punish Mike Cooper for his handling error with a try for Reece Martin ultimately. Can they punish him again here now with a penalty that easily lets Leeds out to their own half of the field? A lazy swing with the left arm.
Legs wide apart from Mike Cooper there. He'd have been better keeping his feet closer, tighter on his toes, knowing that Harry Newman with late footwork might expose his lack of lateral agility.
He'll be so keen on
Absolutely,
to make
yeah.
an impression.
Absolutely.
Patrick Mago not selected for this one. Cooper comes in. It hasn't been a good start for the former Warrington man. Cyclist Paul Morgan-Smith is in with the tackle on. Harry Newman back in the side after 3 out. Newman suspended for verbal abuse of a match official.
He goes, here's Rushy, go on rhinos, master pie eaters.
Increased to 3 after a frivolous appeal. Now then, Baden coming forward.
Because it's
Cameron Smith. Here is
because it's a referee.
Newman, who is one of the most exciting players to watch in the Betfred Super League when he's on his game. Yusuf Aiden coming off the bench, making his debut for Leeds. Hardacre tries a
Oh, unlucky.
ricochets, and Leeds come forward again. Newman tackled just under those posts. Jared O'Connor.
Oh, here they come again.
Cameron Smith.
Here he goes. That's a try. Every day in the sun. And you can't say no.
Referee calls time off and says we're going to go to the video ref again. Another one for James Child. Liam Moore reckons it is a try. What does the video ref
He's ran to the shops, grabbed himself a Coke and thought, I am literally going to plant down the seed. And the seed is going in my mouth.
So he's in possession. He's still in possession at this point. Thank you. I'm happy with
Yep,
Solo.
he's planted the seed.
He needed one look.
Well, the referee only needed one look, didn't he? He came in, he knew that
He
there
has,
was 4 more points
he has
for
now
Leeds.
gone and planted the seed. He's opened, dug a hole, and the try has now been planted in that spot. It is a try.
Leeds have extended their advantage 22 points to 6. And
22-6.
first of the season for the standing halfback.
Well, the Leeds side here, look, Wigan have short of
I bet he wouldn't do it if it's any other team.
Kick that ricochets, then you've got the threat that this man possesses. Just look how many Wigan defenders he actually draws in.
Rushy saying dirty git doesn't even make sense.
I think again, we can rush up in defence.
Rushy.
Inside really high, so he's too inviting for Cameron Smith. And surprisingly, perhaps for the Wigan players.
Because I'm saying that now I'm doing like, I watch streamers like Mark Goldbridge and he makes analogies and says funny witty stuff to what's happened. That's why I put he's ran through the hole, he's dug the hole and he's going to plant the seed by planting the ball down. I'm trying to make it a bit more fun, be a bit more of a funny side to me instead of just being sitting here just waiting for something to happen.
Sky Sports cameras were here to watch it. Played Wakefield. I think it was a really harsh lesson on
And there we go, it's now 24-6.
under his belt, bit more experience. He knew what to do. Pinned his ears back and got another 6 points for his side.
Wigan really have got work to do now. Their away form has been good this season. Only defeats on the road have come in perfect
So we're going to see Ivan Drago versus Rocky Balboa anytime soon.
lead up to the cup final at Huddersfield and Hull.
Ivan Drago, aka the Pie Eater, and Rocky Balboa plays for Leeds Rhinos.
But they are well behind here. Just that Bevan French try. Set restart.
Oh no! Said bet. Rush just put bet Barcelona will be after Maestro Kimpembe next.
See what he's trying to do, Bentley. Give it to
They're literally targeting one club during this window, so we can't get anyone, and that's us.
right behind Liam
Which,
Sutcliffe.
it's like they're being the bully, and we're just a little kid that's got to suffer.
Opportunity. I know they're probably 50 metres away from that line, but the way that they are playing at the minute, you feel certain that they've got another 30 metres further down and had a look at the line again.
Would they be doing this to Man City, or would they be doing it to Liverpool or Man United? No, they're doing it to us because they don't like us. Cooper, are you related to Liam Cooper by any chance? And that guy's shite, and he plays football. I don't know how good he would be at playing rugby. I think he might be 120% worse. Smithers. Oh, where's your friend, Mr. Burns? Excellent.
Centre, second rower, a threat. He has the ball, really dangerous, but on that occasion, a bit like Liam Sutcliffe, there's a brain explosion.
Hopefully there might be another try before the end of the half, but I highly doubt it.
Here is Liam Marshall. Had a quiet night so far tonight.
I think 14,000 people are all thinking the same thing.
Here we go.
Trying to offload it.
Who do you support? 7 votes, 100% Leeds Rhinos.
Here is Cooper now. This time keeps the ball in hand and makes
Well,
it
they are.
more like it, Cooper.
Well, they are to us because we want De Jong and they owe him 17 mil. United ain't getting him now because Barcelona are not going to give anyone up now.
On Harry Smith
The-
restarting, flattening him. Here is Field now. Morgan Smithies.
Ah,
Wigan looking.
you can leave us out of it because we're not in the Super League. So until we play in the Super League, then you can actually say something related to this game
Liam
because we're not in the same league.
Cutting back towards the posts.
We can. It's just we end up going so far ahead and then end up collapsing like a sack.
Behind Cooper, who has to adjust and take it back.
Because how on earth can... I've not seen a team at this point. Sheffield Eagles at this scoreline, we were beating London Broncos and we ended up losing 38-28. And this was at this point in the game.
O'Connor with the tackle. Cade Cust kicks cross field. Kai Pearce ball. Can he get it down?
Or is it going to be a try? Is it going to be a try? No, he dropped it. He has dropped it. He has dropped it. Pie eaters, come here. Come to my house and I'll shove a poor pie down your throat and say goodbye. Go back to pie eating land and make a movie of it.
It was a really scrappy, messy set of six. A bit of a kick and hold.
Nice quick pie eaters because I don't mind a good old pie depending on what it is. But I won't eat it in shitty Wigan. I'll step out the town's boundaries and think, I'll have your pie now. I'm too good to have it there.
Half-time, not only the points on the board will please the coach, Rowan Smith, but
Ash Hangley score a try.
with his short commitment. Good tackle that, nothing wrong with that.
Because if he doesn't score in this one, then the record of me streaming these score a try will be over.
Rooted Alensky.
Like most number 9
And it'd be weird that it happens with Wigan, of all places.
when they get it right.
And all because of one player.
Big fellas on the back.
Cooper with a tackle on Bentley and Bentley.
One guy's a bit roggy, big roggy.
As play continues.
He's been good, Jared O'Connor. Good service from acting half. People forget he's not a 9. He's not a natural 9.
So if you guys watching the
To fill in, but because
are in the chat,
toughness, he's good
hit the like,
defence.
hit the like,
Dependable in the middle.
hit the like button. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you're new, and put your question in the chat. I'll answer as many questions as I can.
Last couple of minutes of this first half as Liam Marshall runs.
I know I just don't like being rude.
Some thinking to do when they go back into that dressing room. Farrell, just over the halfway line. But it's been what a response this is from Leeds, given that they travelled to Toulouse last week, draining.
Why don't we get his best friend, Mr. Burns, and he can give me a hit when he's about nearly over 100 years old? Pow!
And here they are up against the side who.
Let's go and ring up his best mate, Liam Cooper. Can you come and play rugby? No, I can't because I play football. Sorry.
20 metres out as Willie Isa plays the ball. It's on the last, and Harry Smith will kick.
And then we'll get a.
It's batted down, and Harry Smith kicks it on. The referee's allowing play to continue. That's going to be the turnover. The ball ending.
Let's get the other thing out already. Another pull out for you, folks.
They're looking to be at the best hand in the rhinos when they're near the goal line, especially when those kicks go up. A lot of questions being asked of them. Not all on script, I don't think. I don't think Matty Pete will have practiced a lot of what Wigan have thrown at Leeds on the last tackle.
It's a very scattergun.
I'd agree, but I would say this, Bill, that this is Wigan Warriors who can score tries from absolutely nothing. Half a job done for Leeds Rhinos, 24-6 on the scoreboard. That has nothing to a team like Wigan.
In round 2, they scored 3 tries in the 10 minutes after half-time. Matt Pitt needs that again, doesn't he? If he's got that magic 10 minutes up his sleeve, he needs to play it because they're going to soon here.
Woohoo! Cruncher! Cruncher!
Felt that. He gets the feet and plays the ball. Myler, here is Sutcliffe again, and Sutcliffe farming infield.
No, it's, I think it's McGrill or McGill.
Positive note, it has been a positive 40 minutes for Rowan.
So guys, vote on what you guys think of the first half, and I'll be checking in about 10 to 15 minutes, seeing what the poll has ended.
Exhilarating first 40 minutes. Real to and fro contest. Well, no, it's mainly been Leeds going to that Wigan line and scoring points. 24 of them. Wigan 6.
Well, haven't we the half-time scoreline here at Headingley in Game 2 of our special doubleheader on Sky Sports? The Leeds Rhinos side hoping to recover from defeat to Toulouse. Lead a Wigan Warrior side chasing St. Helens at the top of the table. They lead 24-6 at half-time. The thought to Johnny Wilkin and Shani Crowell coming up.
Yeah, I have turned it down. A pair of shites? Sky? Why would... Good film, yeah, I went cinema to see that. Good film it is. No, I just enjoy it. It's just something I like doing as a pastime. That's why I mostly go during the week when most people are at work. Most of the cinema was actually alright. It's just two of the screens, the air conditioning was struggling. It was like it was broken. And it took them, and supposedly they said supposedly it was supposed to be fixed, and they didn't fix it a week after the incident happened. But the only problem is, if you buy a ticket, you have to go, because if you don't go, they put a black mark against your name. Because it's like the rules that they have. But they have said when it's warm weather, within half an hour of the film starting and you are too warm, you're allowed to leave. You just have to show your ticket to one of the staff. No, because it was actually alright. It was warm at first, but then just gradually it got better, and it got a little bit warmer, a little bit cooler. Quarterfinals of the World Match Play is starting now. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Peter, right. am back.
Okay, it's been hair-raising stuff from the Leeds Rhinos in the first half. And speaking of hair-raising, well, Tasha Gaines having her hair cut off by our barber, Barry McDermott. Oh, no. And of course, raising funds for the Motor Neuron Disease Research Foundation being set up in memory.
Who's losing?
In support of Rod Burrow, I should say. We can go to the break here at Headingley
Jeez.
Stadium. The Wigan Warriors sitting second
Jeez.
at the table. They were chasing.
Boo! Peter Wright, and Peter Wright, you're also Scottish. That's Peter Wright for you. That'd be one place I would like to go is go and watch the dots. It looks like they're all just crazy. Go, go, go. Let's see what the voting has gone on the stream. We've had one vote and it put exciting to watch. It is it. Wow. We're just waiting for the second half to begin, folks, and then be interesting to see how the second half goes. Yeah. So even Tottenham get sang about being battered even though Tottenham ain't playing. And it's a wrong sport. We don't mention Scotland getting battered because Scotland all tried their best.
feel Leeds have just dictated to them how this game's gone. Now they can turn that around, but it's going to depend a lot on how much field and French you get to the game for Leeds. Wow, that's something you build the season on, that first half.
Shani Crowell, England and St Helens star. The Leeds Rhinos, I'll put it to you, can get so much more.
So actually, I've just, yeah, 7 to 1. This is interesting.
It is a push for the playoffs.
Here we go. 7 to 1 to actually win the tournament all outright. Is Dimitri Vandenberg and Gerwin Price.
They have 18 points to claw back against the Leeds.
Oh, his phone's gone.
Well, here come the men of the moment. They have got 40 more minutes to go in the return to Headingley.
Here we go, folks. Second half is about to get on the way.
Quick predictions for the second half of this one. Leeds Rhinos to close it out.
I fancy Leeds, Johnny fancies Wigan, just said.
Oh no, I'm taking leave now.
Shani's jumped horses. Let's go back to the commentary team of Phil Clark, Barry McDermott and Bill Arthur.
Well, Rowan Smith must be confident that his side can close it out, but they are up against a Wigan.
Second half is about to get on the way, folks.
In the last 7 matches was when they conceded that late try to Johnny Lomax in the magic fixture against Saints at St James's Park in Newcastle. What a game that was. It would have to be some comeback in the second half here from the Wigan Warriors, and they would have to really get their act together in the second half, because this is a shadow of the side that put 60 points on the whole last time out. Misfiring a little bit, you'd say.
I think a lot of the passing was inaccurate in the first half, and I don't know whether you can turn that around at half time or whether that was something, but they were far from the sharp, clinical side that they were just a week ago, and every half chance seemed to turn into points.
Whereas Leeds have really taken their opportunities to the extent that we start the second half and they're leading by 24 points to 6. It's Liam Farrell playing the ball. Morgan Smithers. And the Leeds supporters.
Here we go, folks.
Who haven't seen their side at home since May the 20th. In good voice tonight, but it's Kai Pearce-Paul making good yards for the Wigan Warriors. That's the 5th tackle, and it's with Harry Smith, and Smith launches that one high. Hanley comes to get it. French is challenging for it, and it will be a restart. Where, says the referee. He's not exactly sure.
Tell you what, he ran at full speed, didn't he, Bevan French? He was looking for Leeds. That Ash Hanley was working so hard to get under that ball.
The referee just wants to look to see who has the final touch. It's Ash Hanley under pressure. Too many metres made by Wigan from a Leeds perspective, but yeah, there's going to be a reaction, there's going to be a response from Wigan because they were so untidy.
Well, look at that. Between the 40th and the 50th minutes, Wigan tend to score tries, putting other sides, Castleford and Toulouse, in the shade in that respect.
You're right.
They are.
He scored 5 times as many points as Leeds in this 10-minute period here. So it's been a golden spell for them.
Is it a golden spell now? They've got the ball back from the goal line drop out. Here is Kai Pearce-Paul. The charge from him helped get Wigan into this position, really. There is Cade Cust. That's a menace! Ball that goes around, it's into the hands of Milan. Exactly what you were talking about, Phil.
Really loose from Cade Cust. A long ball, a flat ball, may have even been forward if it's gone to hand. And Matty Peake, when he got his Wigan side in at half-time, and for that instance, Rowan Smith, it's the most important talk and conversation of the week, because you're talking about what has happened. During the week, you'll be preparing your side and trying to guess what will happen, but those opening 40 minutes,
So guys, get your question in the chat, like, subscribe if you are new to the channel.
how to stop it and get his side firing.
Wigan must be frustrated. Their supporters are pretty frustrated. Just looking away to our left, to the western terrace, lots of folded arms. This is
So guys, put your question in the chat, like, subscribe if you are new to the channel.
hefty win over Hull FC against a Leeds side struggling in 9th place in the table. Well, if Leeds carry on like this, they get the win. They're up to 7th. They're only a point off the playoff places. Okay, their playoff rivals, the sides around them, have got their games to come in this round. But it's still a positive move for the Rhinos.
You're right, Bill. That's the highest they would have been. I mean, after round 1, they were 7th, weren't they? When they narrowly lost to Warrington here. Perhaps the best side on that day, but didn't go away with the points today. They're in complete control here now.
Jake Bibby is brought down. 4 tackles gone, and here is Cooper getting his chance tonight and keen to make a point. That's the 5th tackle. Cade Cust, Field, Bibby trying to get the ball away. He can't do so. Great defence from Leeds, wrapping him up, and it's Myler who emerges with the ball.
Committed defence from Leeds, but here's the area of the field where they've really struggled. Gaining ground, getting some field position. The intensity in the Wigan ranks in defence is top notch.
Wigan got to keep their discipline here if they're going to try and restrict Leeds' progress. As Cameron Smith tries to wrong foot them with a dummy, nobody falling for that one in the Wigan ranks. 4 tackles gone. Good so far this set from the Warriors. That's the 5th tackle. And here is Myler. Myler's kick.
And he finds the grass again, Myler. While that ball is bouncing, nobody's able to get hold of it.
Early moments of the second half. We can talk to Wigan's coach, Matt Peake. Matt, what is the main priority at the start of the second half in terms of putting things right?
Well, there's no doubt Leeds beat us to the punch in that first half. I think they outworked us and they built a game much better than we did. There's some obvious areas to fix for us, but the important thing is that we don't try and do it all at once. We build a game again with some improved discipline and ball control, and we're still confident we've got the players to post points, but what we can't do is make basic errors.
Started this second half pretty well.
In some ways, yeah, but we still managed to turn ball over when we got down that good end. You know, there was a sloppy pass from Cade Cust there, and if we keep doing that, we won't manage to get back in the game. This is quite simple.
Matt, thanks very much for talking to us.
Pleasure, thank you.
Great Matt Peake to take the time right at this crucial point with his side on the attack with Cade Cust.
He's never rattled, is he, Matty P? Even though his side behind on the scoreboard, he's still talking about composure and building the game.
Ah! It's not gonna happen for me today. I bet you Jay Fields got back and stopped him.
Not smooth.
Wow.
Smithies. Nothing smooth about it. This raw, rough edge.
They deny him.
Forward. Harry Smith on the last field.
Go on. Go the way. Record is still saying it's going, but then some little shitty ass twat goes and stops it. Get it! Right. Good try. Very cheeky. Oh, yet again, he'll go to the video ref because this guy is a twat. That's going to league below. We don't get all this shit. We don't get all these refs in our league.
Angles to ensure that there's no walk on the marker and through to the grounding, please.
I think the block on the mark is where you dive through the legs.
Okay, so let's have another look at this. There appears to be contact on the man who plays the ball. Does that?
Yeah, he's been injured for quite a long time.
That's a question. We have a live decision of a try.
That's a try.
And another angle, please. Okay, on the basis of the live decision of try, I've now made my decision and seen all available angles.
That's a try all day long. Thank you very much, ref. Give it now, and we can all be happy and get on with our life.
So James Charles has had a good look at that. And Leeds, have they gone further ahead with Harry Newman's try. It would be a
Whee!
scored. It is. And there is some incredulity, not far from me, that try has been awarded. It was Hanley with the break. Marshall with the tackle seemed to have denied him. But Harry Newman was first.
But the only thing was, that would have been the only way he could have scored that try. He couldn't have done it any other way.
Another example of Wigan's pass is not going to man. And yet it's a remarkable run here by Liam Marshall. And a wonderful tackle here. He times it well, he doesn't panic even though that the try line's coming up. And he gets one chance to hit, he does. In my opinion, I can't understand how this try is awarded here. I don't see how the defender can expect to defend a player who dives through the legs of the man playing the ball. But that's irrelevant. The referee and the video referee have awarded it. Leeds have 4 more points on the scoreboard. And they're lucky enough to have an unsurmountable lead here now. And even though we've got half an hour left in the game, Harry Newman knows the easiest way. Well, might not be fair, but it's fought for 4 points.
Phil, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I agree with you. That is never a try in a month of Sundays.
Never tried the month of Sundays.
You obviously can.
But you take it.
That's not a try in the memory of man. It counts on the scoreboard. And Harry Newman and everybody supporting the home side won't be arguing, but wow, some big questions asked on that one.
Third try of the season for Harry Newman, back in the side after that 3-game ban. Not the most spectacular of tries that Harry Newman will score. And
There we go, Reece Martin. Puts him on to 30.
Hasn't missed. And on the back of that, Leeds ahead by 30 points to 6.
Well, what a break here again. Ash Hanley asked to run the full length of the field. Brian Carney talked about a household in London containing Martin Afire. Panicking last week about Bevan French as he got 6, 7 tries under his belt. Well, he'd have been shouting at the TV, in and away, Ash Hanley, in and away.
It's the second time Ash Hanley being presented with that situation tonight. This time it came off. It came off for Harry Newman. 30
The one player that can run quicker than Jay Fields.
There are some incredibly fast players on this field today.
That just shows how good he is if he can match him for speed.
Unbelievable pace and speed we're being treated tonight.
One of the skills we sometimes forget about Roblingo, he's sprinting with the ball. It's a different skill to sprinting. Having speed whilst running with the ball is what Ash Hanley did.
You're basically teaching his is that they're rubbish.
To run with both arms, no ball under his arm. He did catch him up in that corner.
Smith and Cooper exchanging pleasantries after the ball had gone. Reece Martin playing the ball. Leeds are rampant at the moment. Here is Brad Dwyer, a player who can capitalise on a side that's in a bit of disarray. That's the 5th tackle. Not the best pass, but it's a good kick. Not so. I thought it was a fine touch, but Field made it safe, or claimed it rather, for Wigan.
I don't think he'll be,
I was the same as you, but I thought that's going over the sideline.
but I don't think he'll be able to do a full lengther.
Off the game, but Harry Newman chased hard and made that tackle.
Now then, Wigan, can they dig themselves out of this hole? And not many people thought Wigan would be in this hole.
A few people thought this was going to be an embarrassing game, but quite in reverse, didn't they? Some of the Leeds fans I talked to as I came into the ground had
The ones that
fears that they were
the only ones I get worried about when it comes to speed, if you're from Tonga, Samoa, Fiji, because their only thing for rugby is being quick.
Well, it's Wigan in possession now. Here's Kai Pearce ball. Offloads, he likes to do that. So the former Croydon
Yep.
American Kai Pearce.
They'll put on a bit. They'll all be a bit chubby, but they have still got the speed.
That's the 5th tackle. And
Or AKA a brick wall.
hoists the kick. Fussy Tour is underneath that, and he can threaten.
Well, good work from Brad Dwyer from Marker, chased hard.
The one Wigan player that you don't like has now gone off.
Always great at playing to structure, Brad Dwyer. Plays around him and always
Smithers.
what he's going to do, but what he does bring is energy and enthusiasm.
Now they brought Partington on.
Morgan Gannon, the 18-year-olds, who made his Super League debut against Wigan in April last year. He was on the losing side. Could be a different picture tonight. Leeds as Cameron Smith just signals to Reece Martin to go around the back, and Martin does that, just enters Wigan territory. That's the 5th tackle. Dwyer, and it's
That is a kick and a half.
That is a towering kick. Fields let it bounce. Newman is challenging. Newman's got it. The ball is still loose. French.
That's a try. Oh!
To the rescue. Leeds are inspired. Wow.
I thought that was a try.
It was spiralling and changing direction all the time. It was in the air, and again a committed chase and an uncomfortable catch.
Why are these keep saying for me, Ash Hanley, you're not allowed to score?
Leeds haven't just revitalised the chance of home team.
They want me to lose this record, and I'm nearly, I'd kept it going twice. Score, please. You still got about enough time.
Energy now with Leeds return to this ground, and it's great to see.
Is it a foul? Is it a pass back? Is it forward? Obstruction? Could be anything.
Now then, Morgan Gannon.
I think he's just been rotated, Alensky. That's his first break, 52 minutes. Great shift from the big man.
Milo, change of direction, finds Hardacre. For a big game tonight, Zach Hardacre.
I bet you were telling me to shit ref if you met him in real life.
Ball about 20 metres or so out. Here's Cameron Smith. Harry Smith comes hurtling back in, and Jinka, high stepping run.
Go on.
Dwyer, little burst from him. That's the 5th tackle. Myler, which way is he going to go here? Myler, short pass. Smith. Donaldson.
That's down.
Simon's got it, the referee.
Oh, so they keep, so you're thinking he's dropped the ball.
Another call for James Charlie. It was Donaldson.
Video referee to match director, there's an on-field decision.
Nah, but-
No try, tackle 5. Please can we check all available angles for grounding of the ball? So we can't see the ball at this stage. Now we can. So it's in possession. Hand is in contact with the ball at that point.
Yeah, that's a try. You absolute cheating cunts. Cheating twats, whatever you want to call it. That is a try, because you can see his hand. His fingertips are still holding it, because his hand's actually moving with the ball.
Is there an angle behind the post? High up.
You're not going to be able to see from that angle. It's literally impossible.
Hard to see on that angle. It's whether there is any separation from hand to the ball. Is this the best angle that we've got? Yeah. Okay. So this is the best angle that we've got. Let's have another look at this then.
Keeps going to video ref every time Leeds score a try.
Okay, on the basis of the live decision, there is insufficient evidence to overturn this decision. I've now made my decision.
But then you...
James
Yeah.
Johnson is so brave because he is not the biggest, but he punches above his weight. He punched his way through there, but did he lose control? He did.
Boo! That is a try all day long, ref.
James in disappointment.
As I said, Bill, he hasn't got it down. Just before it went up, everyone getting excited. But a really good passage of play. Brad Dwyer, as we said, making a real impact, bringing the energy. He knows, doesn't he? James Donaldson is running hard, runs in between 2 players, just isn't good enough to get it down. And Brad Dwyer on.
You can even see the mascot thinking, why wasn't it given? Shocking. I love that.
What has come of age as a Super League player tonight. That's his best half of rugby league for the Rhinos.
Leeds penalised. Wigan trailing 30 points to 6.
Oh, Pies are getting battered. Pies, you're getting battered.
Point to minute, aren't they, Bill? But the big problem is Leeds have defended so well. We've seen the points they've scored, and that's what you remember of the tries for the Leeds team. But the defence tonight has been almost a season best for me.
There's Liam Byrne. That's a good strong run from 22-year-old who has missed only one of the 23 games so far this season. And on the back of that, his field. But that's great work from Harry Newman. Quickly up on the threat, Jay Field, Harry Smith.
Yeah.
Here's Oliver Partington. Coming off the bench as he has
Ronnie.
in recent weeks. Sam Powell.
What a name. That's a sick name.
But he's
But I think he looks sick.
fifth tackle.
Ronnie.
Stopped in his tracks he was. Harry Smith.
That's why I said he looks sick.
Kai Pierce-Paul lobs the ball out. It goes to ground. It's Bevan French who picks it up and comes back across field. French shapes to kick, chips ahead. Bevan French. It's
That is... Oh! That is just stupid how he'll give a try for that, but he won't give a try to Leeds Rhinos.
Bibby has bashed into the advertising railings, the advertising hoardings, I should say, at the end.
Yeah.
It was French, though, who created that on the last.
What a name!
Video referee to match director. This on-field decision on try, tackle 5. Please, can we go back to the kick? We need to check all available angles from the kick through to the.
If you want to know who's the favourite to win the match play, it's Dimitri Vandenberg and Gerwin Price at 7-1. They're the two favourites to win.
Yeah, so just pause the ball when the ball's on the foot. Okay, that's okay. The player's left or onside. He chases up his own kick. And then just the ground in, thank you.
Sheffield Eagles mascot is called Harold the Eagle.
Busy night for video ref James Child looking at that one. Quick succession to the Harry Newman.
I think that's how he pronunciates it, but it's a try.
Jake Bibby back in the centre for the last couple of games and getting the try that gives Wigan a glimmer of hope, as does the 2 points from Harry Smith.
Ronnie.
30 points to 12.
Well, Bevan French is
Why?
what fans want wingers to do. Score and set up tries. I mean, Bevan French's willingness there, his excitement to come in field. He knew his team needed some points here. The ball in the last tackle's run wide. Kai Pierce-Paul knows to keep the ball alive. Fakes it from Smith to Bevan French and then puts it hard, kicks and chases his own kick. Fortunately for him, the ball.
Oh my God, this mascot is so weird. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, it looks awful. Oh my God. That's the name of the mascot. Harold the Eagle. Harold the Eagle. And he's got demon-like eyes.
Most teams have a player who's got the X factor.
You look absolutely shite. Go! 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 Yeah, do my eagle impression. What about seagull? Nope. It's an eagle. It's not a seagull. It's an eagle. No, he's an eagle. Because we are called Sheffield. We are Sheffield Eagles.
We've seen some spectacular stuff from him this summer. Wigan could do with some spectacular.
Harold. Why we got to show that I couldn't be Harold or something like that? I would have taken that.
He hasn't even noticed himself on the big screen. Can't keep his eyes away from the action.
No, it's because it said it's going to take 70 hours.
Just swapping sides of the that's lovely stands.
And it kept going up and up.
The cricket facilities on the other side and.
But it did FIFA, and it was just saying it would take about an hour. So it shows the difference between two games.
Wigan hit back, Leeds, and an immediate response. What will they do this time? Cameron Smith. Here is Zach Hardacre. Hardacre. Harry Smith all over him. Partington there as well.
And we do not disrespect Errol, the eagle, because legend, and he's not a seagull, he's an eagle.
That's on the last, that bit of turnover.
Yeah, I don't understand what he was thinking there. Obviously,
Legend and nothing but a legend.
looking after those last
Leeds
couple
is
options,
not
whether he's
a mascot that's worse than that.
taking it upon himself to say I'd rather hand it over than kick it down and give the opponent 7 tackles.
Can't believe you got headbutted by a mascot.
Billy Isa playing the ball. Marshall.
I can't believe. I can't believe.
Saving tackle on Ash Hanley. Wasn't to be.
Why would a mascot want to headbutt someone?
Second to Chris McQueen in the
You wouldn't give it to him, or he wouldn't give it to you.
this season.
If it was me, I'd be saying apologise.
On his tally. Harry Smith.
Apologise.
Running on the last field. Here is Farrell, and Farrell is brought down before he can ship the ball on. Good tackle from Sutton.
I think Leeds' defence, probably the centres more than anybody else, have been fantastic today. They've clearly prepared to cope with the field coming in the line out wide.
Playing against a team that don't exist.
Decisions making well. I mean, in the middle of the field you make tackles, out wide you make decisions. Defensively made excellent tonight.
I think we're gonna have the new Toronto Wolf pack in rugby league now, because you now got Como.
Something that Matt Peters had to contend with so many times this season.
Como are now like the new Toronto Wolf pack, because the owner who created that team created Como.
They are caught off sides for the Wigan Warriors. It was one of his key messages at half-time, wasn't it? Improve your discipline, have better ball control and ask more questions.
Better ball control.
Position.
No thanks.
Liam Byrne and a teammate or two weren't onside.
Penalty.
Guys, like to stream with the thumbs up button. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you are new to the channel.
An update. Wigan have subbed Cade Cust, who started at standoff just after that last Wigan try was scored. Of course, Bevan French created that, didn't he? It looks like French has now moved into the half, so we can see what change and what impact this will have.
Okay, Cust taken out of the firing line. Hasn't been a happy night for him tonight.
20. That's not going to happen for 20 minutes. I just know, because it's too long of a period.
Capitalize on that maybe. There he is on the sideline. Kay Cust, former Manly player. Bodine Thompson. And Wigan back on their own try line. Gannon, oh lovely ball on from Gannon. Myler is all wrapped up by Farrell's tackle, but Leeds threatening again. Dwyer goes on his own. Wigan slam the door shut.
Oh, I thought it was a try there for a minute.
Mustafa on his shoulder. Here's Bodine Thompson. Little kick from Cameron Smith. It's a good teasing one. And
Oh, you cheeky little thing.
It's a terrific kick. Cam Smith, last time they got to the back end of the set, he ran it in. He challenged Wigan to come away from their own 20. Just dabs it through. A nice bend and arc back towards the players. It didn't go to a Leeds player, but a goal line dropout is the next best thing.
I think we can need this ball here. He's kicked it long. Wow, they've got more patience than I've got. Maybe that's what Matt Pete asked them for. And you're 18 behind with about 18 to go.
here is Hardacre. That's a left leg with the strapping on. Now then, Myler. Back across the field comes James Bentley, try scorer tonight for the Leeds Rhinos in that first half when they were so strong. A bit more even in this second half, but Leeds still...
What the heck? That is the most creepiest mascot I've ever seen in my life.
Improvement from Wigan, but not enough.
It's called Villa Parky, and he's literally the mascot to rugby league side Doncaster.
Reece Martin, and Martin, lovely offload. The ball out wide to Hanley. Hanley, but he's hemmed in by those Wigan defenders.
Come on, let's get some more tries, Leeds. If you get another one, it's game over.
Was he Mustafa now? Maguire shapes to go down the short, then goes himself and
Oh!
there is no stop.
There we go. You just played Street Fighter and you just been knocked out. Game over.
Beyond the Wigan Warriors. 17 minutes to go. Dwyer gets the try. He has been gunning for that.
Get it.
Finally got it.
Ha-ha.
Celebrations all around Headingley. Players, fans, all singing delight. They know that they're on the cusp of something extremely special tonight. He scored one like this against Toulouse last week. Show and goal. Knows he's got a big man. He shows it. Goes back the other side. And at the point he sees Liam Byrne in front of him, he thinks, I've got a big man. He's tired. He's going sideways. I'm having it.
Well, about 20 years ago in this sport, there was a player called Kieran Cunningham, and every team that played against him knew that close to the try line, he'd pick it up and attempt to score. Even though they knew it, very few of them could stop him. And Brad Dwyer is the modern version of that. Everybody knows that's his pet play, that's what he loves to do. And yet, even with that awareness and preparation all week trying to prevent it, it's very hard to stop a man with his drive and determination to take the lead from 18 now to, I think, 26, 24, sorry, I'm doing the maths wrong. It's got that big, I never thought Leeds would get this far.
Well, Reece Martin has added another one. 6 goals and a try to his name.
36 to 36 12.
Kieran Cunningham was a magnificent player. Phil, I'll take your red rose and I'll chuck a white rose at you. What about James Laws? Made his name here in this city. Started at Hunslet, came to Leeds, went across the ring road or down the ring road to the Bradford Bulls. And he scored tries like that week in, week out.
36-12. I'm getting ahead of myself. But the way Leeds are playing, it's surely only a matter of time before they add to this tally. You could not have foreseen this. Rowan Smith must be absolutely delighted. And this, believe it or not, this is only his second game, home game here at Headingley.
He's going to find a way of his team playing similar to this level week in, week out, haven't they, rather than the highs and lows of what they provided.
Well, here come Wigan. Is a response from the side second in the table as Partington plays the ball. Harry Smith, Bevan French, weaving, trying to run.
Okay.
Defense, still going French and
Wait, it's messed up.
Thunderous tackle from Bentley. Smith, J Field, Farrell held up just on the line. That will be the turnover.
Again, I'm going to find myself agreeing with Phil. I think Liam Sutcliffe and Harry Newman in defence have been tested and they've stood up to that test. Harry Newman, I talked about the ex-players in the Wigan ranks, in Jayfield and Bevan French. Well, for me, the ex-player in the Leeds Rhinos ranks is Harry Newman. On that occasion, Liam Sutcliffe, with bodies in front of him, did a number and defensively was up to the task.
Wigan beat Leeds 34-12 back in February at the DW Stadium. Came here looking for a double against a side with problems, particularly in terms of the structure of the side. Like we said, the 10th half-back pairing of the season, the pack missing some key performers.
What's fascinating though, if Leeds had lost, everyone's saying it's because they're missing so many players and it's the 10th half-back pairing. It doesn't have an effect, does it? So that reason or excuse doesn't seem to apply, or you couldn't understand why they've played with all these different players playing in new positions. Here's a mistake though. I think Rowan Smith thinks if they want to make the top 6 and fancy themselves in the playoffs,
About 17 minutes to go, folks. Or 16, whatever. Just time flies by.
Inside their own 20. Can Wigan capitalise on this? Jay Fields, Reece Martin with the tackle. Bentley there to stop Field getting to his feet quickly.
That's a sign of a good play, you know, when the crowd celebrates every time they get tackled. Jayfield and Bevan French getting a big cheer if one of the Rhinos gets to them.
Here is Liam Byrne.
Oh.
Sure will be part of Ireland's World Cup campaign. Sam Powell with Partington on his shoulder, but good work down low from Bodine Thompson, and then the support arrives up top from Muzzy Mustafa and Big Mick Alensky. Powell fires the pass to Fields is Shorrocks now, but Shorrocks. Leeds defenders everywhere at the moment. They are really busy. Here's Farrell. Jay Fields. Sam Powell now. Powell. Harry Smith lobs the ball. That's nice from Willie Icy to Jake Bibby, but Bibby back in field. On to Bevan French. French wrapped up, gets the pass away. It's desperate stuff from Wigan, and it's come to naught.
It's desperate from Wigan, but it's brilliant from Leeds Rhinos. Instead of standing there and watching exceptional players that Matty P has as his disposal, they're getting up, they're making it messy, making it scruffy, and they're hustling and rushing Wigan into mistakes.
But that's been the pattern tonight from Wigan from virtually the word go. There have been mistakes.
I think the other team just been far better with the defence. Don't matter about attack. Just Leeds defence, which is unusual. We've not seen many periods this season where they've looked so strong and so hard to break down. But at times you think they look like they've got 15 players on the field when we're going to move the ball wide. So many extra men covering the gaps.
Leeds back home for their first Headingley fixture since May the 20th. The pitch can't be shiny and new, it's green and new, but it's a brand new playing surface that they've worked hard on, and they've done it justice tonight.
Coaches talk about structure in defence, but it's an attitude. You hear players and coaches talk about it all the time. Their attitude was good or poor in defence. Well, the team in blue and amber have been prepared to roll the sleeves up.
Back-to-back set restarts there. Leeds just rolling forward. And Wigan looking a bit disconsolate.
Urban exploring.
Oh, Bentley's put that ball down and Field has picked it up. As referee comes back for the knock-on.
Running that line again, James Bentley. And when the pass goes in, you can see it just bounces off his chest because he's got bodies in front of him.
He's got Jay Field at standoff, hasn't he? Bevan French now at fullback. I don't know whether Cade Cuss was seriously injured or whether they just thought their only hope of getting points now was having Cuss off the field and them two more close to the action.
Into the last 10 minutes, and Leeds supporters celebrating what will be a famous victory. Wigan coming here, having won on each of their last 3 visits to Headingley to meet the Rhinos. Here's Field and French. Field and French, the names strike fear into Super League hearts. Well, they did this week after their exploits last weekend against Hull FC.
It's how you use that fear. You run away from it, and you become scared and hesitant, and you'll get what you deserve. But if you rise to that challenge, and try and get on top of those players, this is what happens.
Here's Harry Smith, and Hanley is another one, and this one doesn't stick.
Could have had an hat-trick.
He could have had a hat-trick of interceptions.
He's done that a couple of times, and he put himself in the attacking line. He has hold of it. Just bobbles. He knows he's been exceptional this year. Ash Hanley both.
Have a happy day, happy day.
And on the training pitch and in the environment. Real leadership qualities from Ash Hanley.
Guys, hit the like button, don't forget to like, subscribe if you are new to the channel.
He hasn't missed this season. He's made the most metres in Super League for Leeds. He's made the most tackle busts and clean breaks. And he could have had a hat-trick tonight. That was probably the best opportunity because Wigan wouldn't have caught him then. Running out of steam. If they ever had a head of steam tonight, I don't think they did. Harry Smith. Kai Pierce-Paul. Pierce-Paul gets it on to Willie Icy, Jake Bibby. Bibby with Harry Newman down round his ankles. Here's Harry Smith now. there's some late pride restoring try for Wigan? No, because that's a wild pass and Liam Marshall couldn't get anywhere near it.
There's probably a couple of tries or chances like that where you could say that sums up what Wigan went wrong. Pass never found the man, did they? Created an overlap earlier in the game. They had a winger free. Bevan French couldn't get the pass and knocked on down in his bottom right hand corner. The pass hasn't been good enough tonight.
Doesn't give much away in the
Again, he's not
facial
rattled. He's not
upbeat.
rattled, is he? He can see what he needs to fix up.
Derbyshire, Derbyshire, Derbyshire.
Consulting Lee Breers and the rest of the coaching staff.
Now Yorkshire, Derbyshire, Derbyshire.
I think since the league leaders and the standard bearers, I think Wigan are very, very closely behind that, and I'd be amazed if it wasn't them two in the grand final at the end of the year. And that's the peak he's trying to get to.
Leeds just trying to get to the top six, and this victory is going to do that.
Yo, Derbyshire, Derbyshire, Derbyshire.
Passing the ball, I think it's Michael Lenski who passes the ball. Perhaps Shane Shortstown. We have seen players, not maybe Liam Farrell, I'm not sure exactly who made the tackle, but we have seen players suspended for this in recent weeks. I have to check, I think it's just a push from Charlotte. I think that was a harsh one. The referee saw it live, maybe didn't have the view that we've had there with the replay.
Joe Shorrock's has missed the last couple of games, back in the frame tonight. And Leeds about 30 metres out. Well, it has been a happy homecoming for the Rhinos after their travels. But they've got a tough assignment coming up next. They have to travel themselves all the way to Perpignan to face the Catalan Dragons, and by the look of things, the weather in Perpignan, that's going to be another tough challenge in the heat of the south of France for them. And then they've got Salford at home, and Salford just started to threaten as well on the fringe of the playoffs. Paul Rowley's team. Here is
We are Derbyshire, Derbyshire, Derbyshire.
They showed in the studio though before the game, Brian Carney called how Leeds have beaten a top four side this season. This might be more than just 2 points for Leeds here. Don't forget they go to Catalan not once but twice between now and the end of the year. Dragons lost last week to Salford. They're not as dominant
Yeah.
as they necessarily were.
My mate thinks that's weird. How on earth did they go to Catalans twice?
The way they've defended tonight, scored some points okay, they've looked good that way, but the defence gives them a chance.
It's a nice problem for Rowan Smith to have. He's got players coming back, and he's got players who are making a very good case for their places out there.
And he's got, as Barry said, the player with the X factor. You don't need many teammates if you've got Harry Newman on the side, because he can score tries on his own.
Well, here is a Harry Smith, there's Jay Fields, Bevan French. They've kept that threat very quiet indeed. There's a knock-on opportunity to go back down to the sideline here from Jenner again.
Yeah, Bill, Leeds Rhinos player David Fussatura has just limped from the pitch. You can see shots there. He's getting
Okay,
serious.
he's not going to be happy.
Earlier in the week, not just on the ankle. Every extremity, I think.
I mentioned Pete before. I have to give a big shout out to Mark Tippin and a group of rugby league fanatics, including the ex-Hull FC player Richard Whiting, who have gone up the Yorkshire Three Peaks, not once, not twice, but 7 times, completed it today, raising money for Rockborough. And I was lucky enough, or unlucky enough, to be with them on Monday when it was 30 odd degrees. So well done, lads.
Well done. You shed a few pounds there.
Well, that was my aim. Not enough though, sadly.
Here we come in.
Go on! Go on! Oh, you twat!
And he's flattened by Bevan French, and it was a high tackle. No, it was a tip tackle, says the referee.
Tip tackle, another line break for the Leeds side.
No! No! Referee, you are literally talking bollocks.
That they're in, that's their 9th break, according to our stats. Richie Myler, he's in no rush, he's not panicking, he takes the tackle, and it's a good tackle, but it's an illegal one according to the referee.
Yeah, but according to this game, they were wanting to give Wigan a penalty.
I think that's a bit harsh myself.
bothered by that decision, but it's the penalty nonetheless to the Rhinos. It's Reece Martin who has had a profitable night. A try and 6 goals so far. 36 points to 12.
Come on, and some more points, Blues. Just make this game end on a high. Oh, go on. Oh, close.
He's brave, is Brad Dwyer. Almost found a way through. He's Hardacre. But Farrell and Sam Powell stop his progress. Now he'd love to get a try against his former club. Muzi Mustafa now, but he bounces off the first.
That's a try! Yes, a try! First time! Way!
The coaches on his feet, under the posts, kick to come.
I think that might well be Rowan Smith's first smile as well.
40 points to 12.
As you've said, has come back after a lengthy period on the sideline. And you can see how popular he is with his teammates, the way that everyone's celebrating. A little bit of footwork.
He literally just ran. The guy was a freight train.
Try. I've often compared Muzi Mustafa to Darren Cleary, a front rower who I played with many years ago. Unselfish player. There's a lot of work for everybody else, and I think he's got those traits. That's the reason everybody celebrates, and that's the reason Rowan Smith cracks a smile.
Oh, Muzi lad. Muzi Mustafa, only his 4th appearance of the season. He's been turning out for the Bradford Bulls this year. Had a great time with Hull Kingston Rovers last season on loan.
Well, he didn't need to dive to anybody's legs, did he, to get on the line? He just blasted them out of the way. What a great try for him.
And Reece Martin, can he maintain his 100% record? Bang in front of the posts. That's 7 from 7 for him. 18 points on the night for Reece Martin. Try for Muzi Mustafa. 42-12. The Rhinos are leading with the clock counting down on a miserable night for the Wigan Warriors. And you would not have imagined saying those words at the outset of this game.
An unbelievable performance from Leeds Rhino. Not just the scoreboard that's impressive, it's the way they've played, their attitude to defence. And when they've needed to, they've been clinical. There's been 1 or 2 mistakes, and of course, Rowan Smith will say there's things to tidy up. But it's as good as I've seen Leeds Rhinos play all year.
Final seconds of the game, and Bevan French kicks ahead, and that's going to be too strong. That's going to go out of play. And Leeds are jubilant. Their supporters are jubilant.
Full-time Leeds 42, Wigan Warriors 12. Like, subscribe to the notification bell. I'll see you guys on Sunday for England versus whoever, Belgium or Sweden in the next round of the Women's Euros. Like, subscribe.